Good day, everyone. For today, we're going to talk about John Dewey's constructivism. Learning is a social activity. It is something we do together in interaction with each other rather than an abstract concept. So the proponent of this theory is John Dewey. He was a psychologist, philosopher, and educator who made contributions to numerous topics in philosophy and psychology. So what is John Dewey's constructivism? Constructivism, as proposed by the American philosopher and educational reformer John Dewey, is a theory of learning and education that emphasizes the active role of the learner in constructing their own knowledge and understanding. So constructivism, as proposed by John Dewey, highlights the importance of learners actively engaging in the process of constructing their own knowledge and understanding. This theory emphasizes hands-on experiences and critical thinking to promote deeper learning. According to Dewey, learning is not merely the absorption of pre-existing information or ideas, but rather a process in which individuals actively engage with their environment, interact with each others, and construct meaning from their experiences. So John Dewey believed that learning is a dynamic process where individuals actively interact with their surroundings, engage with others, and construct meaning from their experiences. This hands-on approach to learning encourages critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Dewey emphasized the importance of prior knowledge and experiences within the learning process, as well as creativity and collaboration. He believed that education should be student-oriented rather than subject-oriented, and that teaching should evoke problem-solving and original thinking. So Dewey's educational philosophy was centered around the idea that education should be tailored to meet the needs and interests of individual students rather than being solely focused on specific subjects. He advocated for an educational approach that fosters problem-solving and original thinking, as he felt these skills were essential for students to navigate the complex and ever-changing world around them. Dewey believed that learning should be experiential, meaning that it should be grounded in real-life situations and problems. He argued that students should be encouraged to ask questions, explore their interests, and collaborate with others in order to develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter. So John Dewey's philosophy of education, often referred to as learning by doing, was centered around the idea that education should be relevant to students' lives. He believed that learning should be an interactive process where students engage with their environment and learn from their experiences. Dewey's constructivism straddles both the individual and social aspects of learning. He proposed that learners actively construct knowledge, integrating new information with what they already know. This process of knowledge construction is deeply intertwined with the learner's experiences and their interaction with others. So Dewey's constructivist approach to learning recognizes the importance of both the individual and social aspects of learning. He believed that learners actively construct knowledge by connecting new information with their existing understanding of the world. According to Dewey, learning is not a passive process where information is simply transmitted to the learner. Instead, learners actively engage with the material, drawing upon their prior knowledge, experiences, and interaction with others. This process of knowledge construction is dynamic and involves reflection, inquiry, and problem-solving. Dewey also emphasized the role of social interaction in learning. He believed that learning is enhanced through collaboration and dialogue with others. By engaging in discussions, debates, and group activities, learners can gain different perspectives, challenging their own ideas and develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter. He argues that in order for education to be most effective, content must be presented in a way that allows the student to relate the information to prior experiences, thus deepening the connection with this new knowledge. So by presenting content in a way that is relevant and relatable to students' lives, educators can help them make connections between what they already know and the information being presented. This can be done through real-life examples, hands-on, and opportunities for students to apply their knowledge in practical situations. When students can see the relevance of what they are learning to their own lives, it sparks their interest and motivation, making them more engaged in the learning process. It also helps them see the value and applicability of the knowledge beyond the classroom, which can further enhance their understanding and retention of the content. So here is an example of John Dewey's constructivism. In the classroom might involve students learning through direct experience and reflection. For instance, instead of lecturing about the life cycle of a butterfly, a teacher might bring in caterpillars and allow students to observe them as they undergo metamorphosis. Students would be encouraged to ask questions, make predictions, and discuss their observations with each other. So throughout this process, the students are actively involved in their own learning, constructing their understanding based on their experiences and interactions. This in line with Dewey's belief that education should be learner-centered and that students learn best by doing and reflecting on their actions. Moreover, Dewey's constructivism also emphasizes the importance of the social environment in learning. In this example, students are not only learning from their direct interaction with the caterpillars, but also from their discussions with their peers and teachers. This reflects Dewey's view that learning is both an individual and a social process. So, to sum up, or in other words, the term constructivism refers to the idea that learners construct knowledge for themselves. Each learner individually and socially construct meaning as he or she learns. Constructing meaning is learning. There is no other kind. So, constructivism by Dewey suggests that learning is an active, constructive process where individuals create their own knowledge by engaging with the world around them, reflecting on their experiences, and collaborating with others to solve problems and make meaning. By embracing constructivism, educators can design learning experiences that promote active engagement, critical thinking, problem solving, and collaboration. It encourages learners to be active participants in their own learning journey, constructing their knowledge and making connections between their prior experiences and new information. So, constructivism views learning as a process of constructing meaning, where learners individually and socially construct knowledge for themselves. It emphasizes the active role of learners in making sense of new information and interrogating it with their existing understanding. So that's all for John Dewey's constructivism.